What's up, Dreadheads? It's Wen. Welcome back to another video. I'm so excited to finally show you how to interlock the roots of your dreads, specifically for straight, wavy, or curly hair. I know a lot of you have been waiting for this video. I actually recorded it a long time ago and then I disappeared, so I'm actually going to use that original footage because it's still relevant. But before we get into that, I just have a couple announcements that I want to let you know. The first thing is that I have decided to start doing dreadlock coaching. So if you're thinking about getting dreadlocks, if you have dreadlocks, if you're having a problem with your dreadlocks, I'm now available to do coaching calls. So an audio or video call via WhatsApp, FaceTime, whatever works for you, so that you can ask me all of your questions and we can troubleshoot your problems and I can give you the best advice for you depending on your situation, your hair type, your experience, etc., etc. So there's a link in the description below that'll take you to my website with all of the sessions and my prices, and you can pick the one that's most applicable for you, and then you'll book a spot on my calendar and then we can have a chat. So I'm really excited about that. And also about my ebook, currently it's in pieces because living in the rainforest, the jungle, living in the humidity has changed the way that I maintain my dreads. So I had to learn some new things. It was a little bit of a learning curve, but I've got a new routine on how I wash and take care of my hair. So I really wanted to include that in the book. So I'm currently writing a section on that so that anyone living in a warmer climate or living in the tropics would also have that information, because previously I was living in Canada, right? So it's like a completely different atmosphere. Also, all of my links below have been updated, so if you want to get the recipe for the dread sprays, if you want to join my mailing list, all the links previously were broken and I actually lost my list. So if you did sign up before, I would really appreciate it if you could do that again. And I think that's about it, so let's get into the video. So the first thing you want to do is section your hair. I'm going to start in the middle just so you can see it, but normally I would put all of my dreads up in a ponytail and I would start back here and do these ones. I've already done those like a month or two ago when I went to Texas. I did the majority of my roots, so I didn't get to the top, so that's what I'm going to demonstrate for you today. So I'm just going to take the top half of my dreads, and I'm going to put it in a ponytail. High up on your head. And then we're going to start over here with this guy. So we'll start here with this guy. So section your dreads, pull a dread out from the bottom, and if you were going to be doing any crocheting to crochet in all of these flyaways, I would recommend that you do that before your root flipping. I'm not going to do that now because I don't feel like I need to. I only do that maybe once a year when the flyaways drive me crazy. So you want to grab the dread and make sure there are no hairs attaching it to any of the other dreads around it. It's funny, I always hear so many bad experiences of interlocking, so let me know in the comments if you guys have had any bad experiences or if you've heard of them, because I'm gonna debunk them on this channel. So you want to take that dread, and I'm hoping you can see this. So I really should have bleached my roots first so you could see them a little easier. So this is what you want to do. This is what you don't want to do, is go through the middle. What you want to do is grab a little piece of hair from the side of the dread. Not half of it, maybe a quarter, just like some little pieces, if you can see that. And you're going to take the end and you're going to put it through, down, and pull it down. And just pull it through. Then you're going to come over to the opposite side. You're going to grab a little piece, like right here. So a little tiny piece, like right there. And then you're going to flip that one up. So one down, one up. I like to go down first and up second, because then when you pull it through up, and then it lays down, it looks a lot tighter. So that's it. It's pretty much what I do for my roots. To take it one step further, you can take your two fingers, you can put it, you can grab the hair around it, kind of twist it a little bit, and go in a circular motion, and that can help. That can help it to lock up in the center of the dread, because really, and there you go, looks way tighter. These hairs, like, they can be crocheted in at any time. I just hate doing it, so I don't do it very often because the flyaways just don't bother me anymore. So you can see that you can see the parts all the way around, and that's what you want to do. So you just go to the next thread. Make sure that there's no hairs surrounding it, so there's some down here, and I'm just going to break them away. I'm going to take a piece on the side, just a little piece like that, and you're going to go down and pull it through. And then you're going to take one from this side, so I'm going to go here, take a piece, and you're going to flip this up. That's pretty much what I do. Take another dread. Now, I already have all of my roots separated, and I've pulled apart all of the little connecting hairs that were spider webbed. I did that in my previous video, so if you're interested in seeing how I do that, you can watch that video here. So that's why they're already all separated. So you can see there's like quite a bit of growth here. It's like there's the knot, and there is all the hair. So we're going to, I like to take it where you see a natural curl. Like, so for me, the dread is sitting like this, right? So I like to take this little piece. So I'm going to take a little piece like that, go down, and then take a piece from the other side, just a little one, and go up. Sometimes I'll even take my two fingers and just rub it. It's kind of like a palm roll between your fingers. And you can see, I mean, these hairs are there, but they will stick together. So you can see that it's created like a band around the root. The reason why you don't want to go directly through the dread in the middle is because as it grows out, you will start to see that. Now these loops are from crocheting, they're not from interlocking. I don't think that I could find any in my hair because I don't do it that way, and that's why. Because when it grows out, it can actually look more like braids and less like dreadlock if you go through the center. So that's why I like to go on either side of the dread, so that you're letting your hair grow out, mat on its own, get all tangled, you rip it apart, and then you do your interlocking from a little piece on either side. So then the hairs on the side of the dreads are actually just creating a casing, and the dread is going and growing, the hair is growing and knots inside the casing. You're not actually sticking something like through it, because you're not trying to create knots, you're just trying to create the casing around the knots, if that makes sense. Now this method works great for Caucasian hair of any types, 1, 2, or 3. I haven't worked with type 4, like kinky hair. I had a friend that had kinky hair and he wanted me to work on them, and I touched them and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And it can be different, right? And I was worried I was going to do more damage because I didn't know how much pressure to use or how tight to do them. So he wanted me to, he wanted to go to somebody who had more experience. So on this side, I'm just going to take those little hairs, go down, a couple of these hairs and go up. Just like that. And then when you finish a little section, I like to spray my roots generously. I'm going to cover my headphone here with the dread spray. Just rub it in. This dread spray has essential oils and water. So the oils, the mix of oils are to promote blood to the scalp, which creates faster growing hair. And also the other oils are like an antibacterial, antifungal, so that the bugs stay away, mold stays away, and your dreads stay clean. So you can see this one has quite a bit of growth. We still don't recommend doing more than 2 flips, so we're going to make sure there's no connecting hairs. Looks good. Grab a little piece on the end, go down. Here, grab a little piece here and go up. And you can see it already just looks tighter, and those fuzzies will lay down over time, especially if you're using some oils. I really don't promote the use of any products in my dreads. The reason why is because when I cut out my first set of dreads, there was a lot of crap inside, so I cut that out. So you can just keep doing that. I'm not going to do my whole head for you because this video would be like way too long and no one really needs to watch all that. You just keep going, keep spraying. Bonus tip is after you've gone through and interlocked all of your dreads, don't wear them too tightly up into a ponytail or a bun, because you've tampered with the hairs of the root. You don't want them to be like too tight because you could pull roots out, you could break hairs. I like to wear it down right after I have done my roots because it usually looks so clean and fresh, so I like to show it off. So that's what I recommend. But that's about all you do. You just go through and take your time, get comfortable, put a movie on, a podcast. I've even done this on a bus or in a car. All you need are your hands, and you can do this anywhere. If you'd like the recipe for this concoction that I made that I use on my dreads every day, and I've been using it for the past decade that I've had my dreads, and you just spray it in. I use it when I pretty much every time I do something with my dreads. So when I put my hair up into a ponytail, I spray the roots of my dreads so that I can get like a smoother ponytail. When I put it down, I spray my dreads at the roots so that it's easier on it to lay down. Like I said, it helps growth. It helps keep the bugs away, keep the fungus away. And if you want the recipe for this and more information about how to make it and what to make it in, there is a recipe card, a free PDF in the description box. It's just a link, put in your email address, and you can download the PDF and you can print it off, hang it on your wall, do whatever you want with it. And be sure to subscribe because I'm going to be sharing a lot more of these recipes in my future videos because I've got about maybe 6 different recipes for these. So be sure to check that out. All right, so that's about it for interlocking. Very simple process. I hope it made sense. Definitely leave me comments below to let me know what you thought and if you think that's something that you can do on your own. Of course, I'm available for calls, like I said, if you want to chat or ask any more questions. And also be sure to check the description below for other helpful links. I have a Facebook community there where you can chat about your dread journey and share your photos. You could submit a video topic idea and some other stuff. So give that a look, and until next time, I'll see you in my next video, and make sure to watch this video next.